Welcome, my dear friends, to another episode of our Science and Humor series. Today we're going to explore what would happen if you fell into a black neutron star. But don't worry, we're going to approach this topic with a lighthearted tone and a few jokes along the way, so prepare to laugh and learn. Now, falling into a black neutron star is not something that most of us would put on our bucket list. After all, it's an incredibly intense experience that would turn your body into spaghetti in a matter of seconds. But, as they say, laughter is the best medicine, so we're going to add a dash of humor to this intense topic. We're going to talk about the science behind black neutron stars, explore what makes them so fascinating, and make a few jokes along the way. We promise not to leave you feeling like a cloud of particles by the end of this video, but we can't guarantee that you won't be laughing like a mad scientist. So, sit back, relax, and prepare to have your mind blown, figuratively, of course, as we explore what would happen if you fell into a black neutron star. Let's get started! Now, before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard the term spaghettification? No, it's not some fancy pasta recipe. It's actually what happens to you if you fall into a black hole. So, if you're a fan of Italian food, you might want to stick around and watch this video. But wait, we're not talking about black holes today, we're talking about black neutron stars. So, what are they? Well, they're a type of neutron star that is formed when a massive star collapses in on itself. They're incredibly dense, with a mass that is several times greater than our sun but packed into a space that is only a few miles across. So, what would happen if you fell into one of these black neutron stars? Well, the first thing you would notice is that you're accelerating at a crazy rate, like you're in a rocket ship. But as you get closer to the surface, things start to get weird. For one, you would be stretched out like a piece of spaghetti due to the intense gravitational forces. But hey, at least you'll have a new Halloween costume idea. As you get closer to the surface, you'll start to feel the effects of the neutron star's magnetic fields. They're so strong that they can tear apart the atoms in your body, leaving you as a cloud of charged particles. So, you might want to brush up on your chemistry skills before you take the plunge, because you'll be a literal ion cloud. Falling into a black neutron star is not exactly a pleasant experience, but it sure is a fascinating one. The intense gravity and magnetic fields would tear you apart, leaving you as a cloud of particles. But if you're a fan of bad physics jokes and Halloween costumes, you might want to consider it. And if all else fails, just remember, at least you'll be the most interesting particle cloud at the party. As we mentioned earlier, black neutron stars are formed when a massive star collapses in on itself, creating a dense object that is several times more massive than our sun. Due to their incredibly strong gravitational fields, getting close to a black neutron star is not for the faint of heart. If you were to fall into a black neutron star, the first thing you would notice is that you're accelerating at an incredible rate. As you get closer to the surface, the gravitational force would become so strong that it would stretch you out like a piece of spaghetti, hence the term spaghettification. Now, as you're getting stretched out, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, I look ridiculous. But don't worry, because you're not alone. In fact, this process happens to everything that falls into a black neutron star, including stars and other celestial objects. As you get closer to the surface of the black neutron star, you'll start to feel the effects of its intense magnetic fields. These fields are so strong that they can tear apart the atoms in your body, leaving you as a cloud of charged particles. But hey, at least you'll be a hit at the particle physics lab. You can finally be the life of the party by impressing all the scientists with your incredible density and charged personality. And if you're feeling a bit nervous about falling into a black neutron star, just remember that you're not the first one to experience this fate. In fact, stars and other celestial objects fall into black neutron stars all the time, creating some of the most powerful explosions in the universe. So, the next time you're looking for an adrenaline rush, just remember that falling into a black neutron star is an option. But maybe, just maybe, you should stick to roller coasters instead. Falling into a black neutron star is definitely not a pleasant experience, but it's a fascinating one. The intense gravity and magnetic fields would tear you apart, leaving you as a cloud of particles. But hey, at least you can impress all your physics friends with your incredible density and particle-like behavior. Black neutron stars are a type of neutron star that is formed when a massive star collapses in on itself. This process creates a dense object that is several times more massive than our Sun, but is only a few miles across. This means that black neutron stars are incredibly dense, with a density that is several times greater than an atomic nucleus. Due to their incredible density, black neutron stars have an incredibly strong gravitational field. This means that anything that gets too close to them will be pulled in, including stars, planets, and even light itself. As we mentioned earlier, falling into a black neutron star would be a terrifying experience. The intense gravitational field would cause you to accelerate at an incredible rate, stretching you out like a piece of spaghetti. But, as we like to say, every cloud has a silver lining, and in this case, that lining is the incredible scientific discoveries that can be made by studying black neutron stars. Scientists have been studying black neutron stars for years, and have made some fascinating discoveries. For example, black neutron stars are incredibly useful for studying the properties of matter at extreme densities. By studying the behavior of matter in these extreme conditions, scientists can gain a better understanding of the fundamental properties of the universe. To their scientific importance, black neutron stars are also incredibly fascinating to look at. When matter falls into a black neutron star, it creates a powerful explosion that emits bright X-rays and gamma rays. These emissions can be detected by telescopes here on Earth, allowing scientists to study the properties of black neutron stars from afar. While falling into a black neutron star would not be a pleasant experience, these incredible objects are incredibly fascinating to study. They are some of the densest objects in the universe, with an incredibly strong gravitational field that can pull in anything that gets too close. By studying black neutron stars, scientists can gain a better understanding of the fundamental properties of the universe, and perhaps even unlock some of the universe's deepest secrets. And there you have it, my dear friends. We hope you enjoyed our exploration of what would happen if you fell into a black neutron star. We tried to make a topic that's usually so intense, a little bit more lighthearted and fun. But let's be real, if you ever find yourself falling into a black neutron star, just remember to relax and enjoy the ride. After all, you're about to become a part of one of the most fascinating objects in the universe. And for those of you who are interested in learning more about black neutron stars, we encourage you to check out some of the amazing scientific discoveries that have been made by studying these incredible objects. Who knows, you might just discover a passion for astrophysics that you never knew you had. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had a great time, learned something new, and had a few laughs along the way. And as always, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep laughing.